We're back. I'm sitting with Hemlata Momaya, and she's the director and founder of an adoption agency. It's an inter-country adoption agency called Bal Jagat. Please welcome Hemlata. Hi, Hemlata.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. Now, what country are you from?
I come from India.
Uh-huh. What part of India?
I come from Bombay, India.
Bombay. Well, now, were you in this business when you were in Bombay?
No, I was not. I was a director of orphanage in India when I was living in India, but I'm in America since 20 years now.
And what does Bal Jagat mean?
Bal Jagat means children's world.
Mm-hmm. And how come you went into the adoption business? I mean, what motivated you?
Children. Children motivated me because I love children, and I see that in all countries children are undernourished, dying due to many different reasons. In America, people want children so much, and there are huge lines to get a child. And those people who want to parent children, they don't mind any country or look of the child or color of the child, those who are real parents. So I started this agency mainly for Indian children first, because I came from India and I knew that there are so many children who need homes very badly.
And what other countries do you deal with?
Now I deal with many countries. I deal around the world. Currently we are very active with Russia, China, South and Central America, Mexico, India. Last year we did so many adoptions from Romania because Romania had a great need.
How many adoptions did you do last year?
Last year we did 75.
And now up to this
year we have done so far 30.
Mm-hmm. And
30, 32 maybe.
Can anybody adopt a child? What are the qualifications?
As long as they qualify, they can adopt.
Homosexuals? Can homosexuals adopt?
Yes, they do.
Single parents?
Yes, they do. People have to go through screening process. Anybody cannot adopt. As long as they qualify, they can adopt. But there is a whole process of adoption. They have to go through immigration process, agency process. There's a lot of paperwork.
Okay, now
people don't give up. They could.
Now you've heard our interview before, so I want to ask you.
Yes.
Is there? I mean, how do you know that when you adopt? You know, I mean, do you adopt? You bring the children in, or do the parents go out there? You select the parents.
Parents, we approve the families here as an agency. Parents go to foreign countries. We have a connection with foreign countries, attorneys, orphanages.
Okay, now there's a problem because there are illegal brokers,
yes,
and a lot of attorneys are involved in it.
Yeah.
How do you know when you find the family for the child,
yeah,
that child hasn't been stolen or just yanked away, or that the parent, you know, gave them up without really wanting to give them up?
When people enter from any country in America, they bring legal documents of adoptions. Otherwise, they have to go back. The child has to go back to his country. So adoptions come with children come with a proper adoption documents. Even though I hear time to time that children are being kidnapped or sold, or lawyers forge the signature of the judges and other people. We haven't done so far adoptions like that. Maybe it has happened in the past, it may be happening, and when that is happened, foreign countries close down adoptions. For example, Romania. Last year, so many Romanian children were adopted by Canadians, Americans, Europeans, everybody. Then it was found that the mothers are making money on their children. They were giving up children for furniture. They were giving up children for bread and butter. They were giving up children for anything they want. Children were commodities, and they thought they can have another one. Give up this and buy furniture, sofa, TV. Then adoption stops when that happens, because government comes to know why so many children, why so many Europeans came to our country, why so many Americans come to our country to get these children. They stop the whole program. This year, Romania is not working. The whole program is stopped.
Does it cost very much, though, for a child here? What do you pay? What does a person pay for a child from China?
About $10,000. It costs. Adoption is very expensive. International adoptions are very expensive, but still people adopt, because in America they have to stand in line forever to get a child. Adopting in America is equally expensive. They have to pay to the birth mother for her medical cost, birth mothers, I mean, I don't want to go in detail, but they have to pay a lot of money to birth mothers too.
Right.
And
Children
also
are expensive. They are
expensive to raise, and they are
Right.
expensive to start with.
Do you have any kind of stories of something maybe extremely positive, a story, you know, of an adoption very quickly because we only have a few minutes left?
All my stories are interesting and very positive. We have a just now baby came from China, and she's a single mother, the one who adopted, and she went there and she wanted a very healthy, happy, nice looking child, which every parents wanted. When she went there, she found a little baby who was very sick, malnourished, looks like dying, and she looked at the child and she felt, that's the one I want. And everybody started telling her, she's sick, you don't need to take her, we can give you another. And people started bringing her other children, take this, take this, take this. She says, no, if I don't take this child, she has no life to live. I mean, she will not survive if I don't take her, so I want to take her. And she brought this child. And there is a photo here, and the
Which
baby is
photo? You
surviving.
wanna
She's so
find-
beautiful now.
Okay, so that's great. So here's a positive incident, unfortunately, not like Tabitha. Okay, here's a picture. If we can come in, zoom in, and focus on
She is
this
so beautiful.
little
growing.
baby. What's the baby's name?
Lilian.
Lilian. Okay, so Lilian was almost
She's-
starving, and you
Yeah,
found a
dying. Actually, she was a dying flower,
home. Uh-huh.
and she blossomed now in the family.
Oh, that's really heartfelt. So that's really great. Oh, Tabitha, do you have any questions? Tessie, do you have any questions that you want to ask Hemlata?
Yeah, when we went down to Mexico, we met with CAPEA. It's the only welfare organization down in Mexico. And we go down there as tourists and we see all these children out there begging and so forth. We think, wow, there is a surplus of children here that need to be saved. But in CAPEA, they said they have a waiting list for Mexican families that want Mexican children. So why do Americans come here when our children want, Mexicans want our children too? So I was just curious, how do you verify the documents that you do receive from the parents?
Make it quick because we have 2
The
minutes left.
documents are approved by the adoption agency first before the parents go to foreign country, that they can qualify to provide a house for the child. Financially, they can be stable, marriage life stable, stability in the job, everything, and then we approve them. But foreign countries also see that if there is a big list of the local people, they will not give a child to American couple.
Okay, all right, here's Tessie. Make it
Hemlata,
quick.
in case we would need to find a child, if we bring you a picture, can you help us to find the child in case it was kidnapping case?
That's a
In
good idea.
missing child, we cannot help you because our agency doesn't deal with that, and I don't know a lot of rules and regulations to deal with. We can only help you to find a child for adoption because I believe adoption is a gift of life.
In fact, let's show another picture of Christopher if we can, so that if anybody out there sees him, and Hemlata, just in case, you know, maybe in your memory, because you've been in the business for a long time,
10
if
years,
you
yeah.
remember this child that we're going to show right now, that would you, if you remembered him,
Yes.
you'd let us know?
Of course I will.
Of course, because you're wonderful and you're doing wonderful,
Thank you.
beautiful things for these flowers. Can we show, let's show the picture of Christopher, because if anybody out there has seen him, please give us a call when credits roll. There's little Christopher. Okay, we're rolling. There's Christopher if you see him. Thank you, everybody. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
coming down.
Thank you.
Hemlata, you're doing
My
wonderful
pleasure.
things.
Thanks for having me.
Tabitha, I just know that little Christopher is going to come into your life. I just feel that.
Thanks.
Thank you,
Nice
Tessie.
meeting
Thank you
for
so
having us
much.
here.
And for educating the public about what really is going on.
Thank you.
Boy, I have goosebumps. You know, thank you. And we'll come back too.
Great.
That's incredible that you see
Oh, that
she
little girl's
gave
cute.
life to someone.
That was an adorable little girl. How sweet. How
Yeah,
exciting.
she's so
Thank
beautiful
you.
now.
God, you know, I think we could do this for about an hour, right?
Sure,
We
we
could
can
go
do
through
all
all
day.
these little pictures too. I'll show you some pictures. You know, we got through one, but
So
She's
many.
really sweet,
I
too.
just picked out one child per country.
one child per country. Gee, we need about an hour. Look at this one.
Look at this one.
She's adopted. These were children were all
That is
orphans in foreign
cute.
countries.
That
Boy.
is so sweet.